YouTube, what's going on, boys? Today we're going to tap into COVID ruined Gen Z. I'm at a new setup on a new stream. Who cares, though? Let's get to it. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. COVID really messed me up, though. Am I the only one, bro? I'm not gonna lie. I think I was 14 when COVID happened. And when COVID happened, brother, I'm not finna tell you. I was in the crib going crazy on the game. Going crazy. See, I'm not even talking about my meat. I was just going crazy being a degenerate. I'm not finna lie. I don't know if y'all was too. What was y'all favorite activity during COVID, bro? I'm not gonna lie. Comment that down in the section below. I'm not gonna lie. I need to see something. I'm not gonna lie. I was just on the game, Fortnite, GTA, whatever, bro. But COVID was a crazy time, bro. It kind of ruined us. I was doing terrorism, sleeping. I'm more introverted. Playing Among Us. Children. All right, buddy. The last normal year. Do y'all think society has changed that much after COVID? I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it real. I feel like it has changed a lot, right? But I feel like just more people are like more on social media and introverted. I think that's really the only reason. Cause like when you really think about it, I feel like not as much people like want to interact with people, right? I feel like there's more introverted people instead of just regular people. 2020 didn't feel real though, I will say that.
You know, the end of the 60s, the late 60s, and everybody was happy.
Me reminiscing on being a pre-COVID teen and $12 gas, working a Philly. Nigga, 12? Yo, gas was never $12 unless you live in Wyoming, bro. Come on, be real. Working a fully with staff minimum wage job, 24 hours, Walmart, fast food. No, 24-hour Walmart was fire. Fast food dollar menus, TikTok being a dancing app, and our only anxiety being was driving to the football game. Okay, first up, I don't think he was really at the football games like that, bro. I think he was at the dance recitals. But besides that, okay, I'm finna get canceled. That's crazy. But anyways, besides that, fast food dollar menus, they're serving you slop in a bucket, bro. I'm not gonna lie. They're kidnapping children and serving it to you in a burger.
And we were all so excited.
What's this about today, guys?
This was filmed March 13, 2020. Little do we know. Niggas was not that happy. Why are we acting 2019 was such a great year? Why are we acting like 2019 was such a great year? I'm not gonna lie. Bro, after 2016 and 2017, 2018 and 2019 were horrible years. And then 2020 was like the peak degeneracy. And now we're just kind of getting back up. I think last year was fire, though. I'm not gonna lie.
So we're like 3 because it's
So school canceled the next 2 days because coronavirus.
Bro, no, I'm not gonna lie. I remember when my high school shut down, though. That was a crazy time. I remember the way we found out is like, bro, it was an NBA game. It was the Thunder versus the Jazz. And that game got postponed. And then they said they were suspended the whole season. That was big. After that, I think all hell broke loose, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Because I remember we went on spring break. And then after spring break, they was like, yo, y'all can't come back. And we was trying to come back, but they was like, nah, y'all can't come back. So at first we was like, you feel me? Everybody was happy. Everybody was enjoying themselves. Because I'm not gonna lie. We thought we was just, you feel me, gonna get like a week out. Or like a month out. Like an extra month out. Little did we know, we never went back to school until the next year. I'm not gonna lie.
COVID really ruined our lives when you really think about it. Like if you look at the world before and after COVID, it really seems as if the spark of life really left not only life itself, but people.
When you go to a Gen Z club, someone please teach them.
Bro, no, that is so real. Nick, bro, people don't dance at clubs no more, bro. All people do is just stand around trying to aura farm. They just be like, let me actually make this a little bit shorter. Yeah, right there, yeah. That was good, bro. What's the weather in Cupertino? Hey, there. That's all they be doing, bro. That's all they be doing. That's all people be doing. Nobody be dancing no more. It's very lame. It's like, why do I even want to go to the party? Like, what am I doing? What am I doing? Like, it's weird. Like, I'd rather just stay at home and chill.
How to dance.
Nobody ever went through what we went through at that time and stage of those developmental years that we went through it. But they are always trying to tell us how we should move on and deal with something that they never been through.
I don't know if anyone else shares this sentiment, but the COVID-19 pandemic actually ruined my entire life. I graduated from college in May 2020, and now when I experienced college,
graduating in 2020 is sick. Nah, I feel bad for her. Nah, you got old, bro. You didn't even get to have your graduations,
and I see
That's
how
sad.
much attention and time is given to giving wisdom from aunts, uncles, professionals who are already in the workforce about entering this chapter outside of college and just society in general. Like, that is taken for granted. I know we would have benefited from it, and it kind of reminds me of like really young elementary school kids who did like lots of their core learning online, and like now they're like quote unquote like behind because they just experienced everything in this very disconnected way.
I will say one thing: the youth, Gen Alpha and Gen Beta, are gonna be cooked and fried. Reason why I say this: I have a little cousin, right? He's like 5 years old. He was born like during COVID, right? Brother, he wasn't around kids his whole like early life because he had to stay with my grandparents because all the little, you feel me, toddler places or daycares are closed. Brother, he didn't learn how to talk until 4. I'm so serious. He couldn't form words until 4. He's perfectly fine. He's not like acoustic. He doesn't have any special ed traits. He just wasn't around kids, so he didn't learn or gain that trait to talk. It's crazy. And like, I know multiple other kids have the same problem. Plus, his attention span is horrible. He can't pay attention to anything because he's watching Cocomelon. I'm telling you, going outside and interacting with other kids is so vital and important, bro. It's so important. And these kids just missed that opportunity.
Gen Z is the first generation in America that has absolutely no purpose.
That could be because they went to school, graduated, COVID happened, so a lot of them graduated online on a random Wednesday afternoon. They couldn't find work because COVID messed everything up. And then once they did find a job, the economy was so messed up that they haven't been able to afford anything. So now they're working second jobs to work on the weekend. And of course there's no meaning to life because all they're doing is working. Meanwhile, they're being told by boomers, kids don't want to work these days.
I remember vividly the week when COVID and lockdown happened. Lil Uzi just dropped Eternal a Take. Kobe died.
No, I remember that, yo. I was in school. The album dropped midday while we was we was in a gym class. The album dropped. I remember this tall nigga named Caleb. He just announced in front of the whole class, yo, Uzi just dropped the album. Nigga. For the rest of that class was canceled. All we did was just listen to the album. It was peak core experience, bro, right before the world went to shit.
Not too long ago, and they were telling us that we were going to get out of school for 2 weeks. Around this...
Oh, did I just curse? I forgot we can't curse. Okay, 3 push-ups. I'm not gonna lie, put a predict up. How many times do y'all think I'm finna curse?
Exact same time, funny enough. And life was peak, honestly. Me and the boys would stay up all night and day playing 2K, Fortnite, because all these games was in their prime. Social media was in a completely different state than it was now. People weren't as hateful. There wasn't as much sexual stuff. And content creation was less of you trying to get as many clicks and views possible and more of people expressing themselves, especially TikTok. Like the
people were still trying to get clicks and views. I feel like that's always been a thing. It's just gotten way crazier. Because now all people care about is getting clicks and views with the thumbnails, titles, and nobody actually cares about the content no more. So I do kind of feel that.
Air Fund program wasn't around, so people weren't so focused on just getting money out of you. And to just put it into perspective of how bad COVID changed everything around, especially for us younger people, I was in the 8th grade when COVID hit, 14 years old. I didn't go back to school until 10th grade. So for my 2 years in a transitionary period from middle school to high school, I wasn't learning any critical life skills. How to talk to people, how to get a girlfriend, how to overcome challenges that are met with people my ages. Having access to older people who've already done it before it can give wisdom to me. I had none of these things. I learned none of these skills because I wasn't in school. I wasn't around people. All I had was a phone.
I'm ready to admit it.
I'm not gonna lie, that is true. One thing I lack still to this day is like being tolerant of people just being annoying. Just like regular day to day, bro. Back when COVID happened, bro, I didn't even really want to talk to niggas, bro. I just wanted to stay inside. I'm not gonna lie, that is a side effect.
COVID f***ed me up, and I still have not recovered from this shit. It's bad, dude. It's bad. I used to think like, oh no, it was just like 2 years off of high school, basically. It was fine. It's whatever, dude. That shit was not fine. I've been putting my foot down. I'm not gonna act tough about this anymore. That shit sucked. It's like I missed out on like so much, so much. Like I feel stunted. I feel like this is how I should have felt when I was in high school, dude.
Yo, who was in high school? Yo, how old were y'all when COVID hit? I was in 8th grade. I didn't get to complete my 8th grade year, but I was becoming I was a freshman when like all of the quarantine stuff happened. I'm not gonna lie, high school was just horrible the first 2 years.
I feel like I just missed out on such a big important
16,
part
14,
of my life,
12?
and
Okay.
now I have to like start from.
I was 7. Nigga, how old are you? Brother, what?
There, and I'm an adult too, so it's just like if I feel more stressed and more pressure to like know all this stuff already, and it's a bummer. It's a bummer, dude.
I feel like sometimes we just forget how insane COVID was. Like the fact that we lived through a global pandemic. Do you know how rare that is? Like I think about those pictures from the beginning of the pandemic and like
Like imagine telling your kids, like imagine your kids learning about COVID, and then they come home to you asking like, "Yo, how was that experience?" And you just feel me, you just give them straight horror stories. You just tell her, "Yo, I ain't gonna lie, we was in the trenches for real. I ain't gonna lie, we thought we was gonna die. We had to barricade ourselves at home." In all reality, all you were doing is just playing video games and eating pizza. Like, come on, bro, let's be real. Let's be real.
New York City, Times Square with nobody in it. Like imagine New York City with nobody in the street, or like Vegas or like LA where there's nobody in the streets. There's nobody doing anything. Or the people who were fighting and killing each other over toilet paper because stores had zero toilet paper from the pandemic. Like it's little things like that where you're not actively thinking about them, but once you remember it, you're like, damn, like that was what once life was.
I can't imagine what it's like to not be able to talk to the older people on campus or to not talking to anybody after graduating to high school, because you know when you graduate, bro, most people who are your friends in high school are only your friends because they have to be.
Plus, they didn't get no trip. Like, they graduated high school, and the only way they can celebrate it is by getting on the game. That's sad. They didn't get to plan no trip. They didn't get to go on no trip, hang out with family, have no party. All they had to do was graduate and go right back home and get on the game and call all of their friends or family. That's crazy. They didn't even really get a graduation, bro. That's sad.
Like around each other, so it's almost like people feel obligated to talk to you because you know they gotta see you the next day. So I can't imagine transitioning from high school to college in the real world and COVID hitting. We're all essentially stunted in growth, and now we're just thrown back into this fire called the world and life and expected to just move on or take all this pain and just deal with it. And it's almost like vaping, you know, like it's so new. Same thing with like being on your phones all the time. It's so new.
Or air fryers, bro. We really don't know how toxic air fryers are, bro. They can cause cancer, and we're using it for like everything, bro. That's the same thing that happened with microwaves, bro. Everybody thought it was amazing. It was a new thing. Next thing you know, nigga, you're getting cancer. It's crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
It's never happened before, the same as COVID, so nobody really did a study to see how people act after COVID, how that affected our mental states, being in a traumatic type environment all the time, wondering, yo, am I gonna die? Yo, am I gonna die? You know, it really separated us from our childhood and innocence. And I think this is where our phones come in, because throughout all of that, a lot of us, we're still able to live our lives through our phone. So like, even if we don't got friends, even if we don't got a girlfriend, I mean, we can go online and see pretty girls. We can go.
I feel like that's really where we got cooked. That's where we really got cooked. The phones. We used phones as like a crutch and a coping mechanism from COVID. And now, whenever we get bored, whenever we get sad, we just get on our phone, scroll on TikTok, scroll on YouTube, Twitch. It's bad. We're not interacting with human beings no more, bro. We're just interacting with our phone. And we think we're interacting with humans, but it's just a machine. We're just giving our energy to a machine.
Go online and see, you know, couple relationship channels. We can go online and see somebody traveling the world, even if we're not in the NBA, even if we're not rich and famous content creators, but we can go online and watch somebody else's vlog or live stream of.
Bro, I was watching a video like of a nigga driving a Hellcat the other day, and I felt like I had a Hellcat. I'm too broke to have a Hellcat though. I'm not gonna lie.
Them living the life. So it's almost like our phones are our best friend, because the phone was there and allowed us to stay connected when other people failed us. I feel like so many times in life, people are gonna disappoint you a lot, and a lot of people disappointed us in our life, especially during COVID, because COVID taught you that nobody really cares about you, because most of your friends that you thought were your friends during COVID, none of them would hit you up, none of them would call you. So you essentially gotta.
I mean, my friends called me. I ain't gonna lie. I was pretty popular. My friends hit me up. They asked me, yo, what game we finna play? We just played the game. Just all COVID. We played the game.
Reality check. On top of dealing with all the trauma, on top of being isolated. So I feel like a lot of people, after realizing that and being disappointed with people for so long in your life, because, you know, we're going to disappoint each other as people. A lot of people started looking to the phone as that friend And that's why it honestly is ruining our world, you know? Like, I can't have a conversation with people half the time, family, mom, sister, cousin, friends, without them looking down on their phones half the time. Or like, you know, you can't talk to people without them just always looking on their phones.
It's low-key, it's like the moment that Kobe died, the world turned to shit. That's a very good comparison. Yo, when Kobe died, bro, I was at basketball practice. I remember it. I was at basketball practice. I literally looked at my phone during a timeout or like a break. I seen that Kobe died. I walked out of practice, went to my mom. Nigga, we went straight to the gym. Started just putting up shots, bro. I almost cried, nigga. Like, I walked straight out of basketball practice, bro. I had to run when I got back to practice. I ain't gonna argue, but nigga, I just went back home. Started watching Kobe montages. I remember TikTok, you couldn't scroll without seeing a Kobe montage, bro. It was bad. Where were y'all, bro? That's a core memory, bro. That's bad. It was sad. That was right before COVID, though.
Being on their phones. Some people won't even get off their phones to interact with humans. And it's like,
yo, is this friend time or phone time?
No, I hate that. Whenever, you be out, bro, whenever you go out to eat with the homies, and everybody just be on their phone, like, bro, we could have just did this at home. We supposed to interact with each other, bro. Have fun time, bro. What are we talking about, bro? This is so dangerous. It's not even funny. This is so dangerous. This is why we have so many crashes now.
The millennials told me they was out there sweating they weave out. Everybody standing around filming, trying to pretend they having a good time, but nobody out there shaking out.
I don't know, y'all. I just had to say this because life is very strange, and I noticed it's been going on lately.
We gotta stop being on our phones, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That's like, I feel like if we all decided that we're not gonna be on our phones and just live life, we would all enjoy life way more, bro. Because when you're on your phone, you're only just looking at social media, just draining your energy, seeing negative stuff. Be positive, bro. No Magic Johnson. All right, that's it.